Shrink. Hey guys, Dr. Nikki here, and I'm with Shore Kachadorian. She is an integrative wellness coach and a life coach. I'm so excited that you're on the show. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
My pleasure. So we're going to talk about how disease could possibly be manifested from emotions that are stored in the body. And this is an experience that you've had. I've certainly had this. I see that now with the type 1 diabetes. How have you seen that with your clients, and what does that mean to you?
Well, I started first as a pharmacist, so looking at the body as just something very mechanical, where if you wanted to change something, you would add a chemical, it would change and everything would be fine. But of course, we know it's much more complicated than that. And I think it's really important to look at the human being as a compound of whatever the person has lived, whatever the person is feeling or has felt, whatever beliefs we've decided to have in our childhood, and then how we've lived our life from then on.
Yeah, it's wild how the childhood stories govern our life, huh?
Yes.
It's fascinating.
Yes. I just heard someone the other day say, we think Freud is just passé, but no, he was right. He was one of the first ones to start talking about that. And then, Dr. Bruce Lipton,
yes,
when he talks about the first 7 or 8 years of our life, where we are like hard disk on a computer, and we're just downloading, and we are downloading from our environment, the people closest to us. So their fears, their emotions, all those things are really deep in us. And then afterwards, we're just acting from that.
Yeah, starting all the way back from the womb, he says.
Yes. Even the last trimester of the pregnancy.
Yeah.
Yes.
So if the mother experiences fear or anxiety or worry, all those chemicals that she releases get actually transferred into the baby, and then the baby comes in and thinks it's coming into a scary world.
Exactly. We are born already in a stressed out state.
Right.
Yes.
Wow. And how does this play out? Like, what are some examples of how would you know that this is happening?
Well, you have to really keep digging.
Yeah.
That's really what it is. It's about introspection. How Socrates said, know thyself.
Yeah.
So that's definitely important, extremely important.
Yeah.
And, the more you study yourself, not in this looking at your own navel, not like that, but the more you study yourself, the more you become aware, conscious of everything happening in you, your reaction in the world, whatever triggers you, and you keep learning. I think once, as they say, once you get the red pill, there's no turning back.
Right.
Yeah. And it's very interesting, and I've always been interested in that, how every part of us, everything, what we've lived, and just becomes this medley of stuff, and it gives rise to whoever we are today.
Right. So true. Also, we had talked earlier about how disease is such a blessing because it's...
Yes, you can really use it as it's a message. It's a message from your soul that something is not right, and you have to change.
Yeah.
So change can happen at so many different levels. Sometimes you have to change your outer circumstances. Sometimes you have to change your own perspective on things. A slight change in perspective could bring huge change.
Yeah, so true. I love that.
Just the fact that you don't feel yourself as a victim anymore. That you have the power to really act on your own genes.
Yeah.
As simple as that.
Victimhood is a big one. Because if you can realize that nothing is happening to you, it's all happening for you.
Yes.
And then how is it in service to you? This is language that I'm sure many of you have heard, but it's so important to integrate into your daily life of like, okay, someone just cut me off. Actually, that's an opportunity for me to practice patience. Because if I knew who that was and it was a friend, I'd be like, oh, come on in, and...
Or is it such a big deal? Why? Right. So what? The person cut you off.
Right.
Let it say more things about that person than you.
Yeah. Interesting. How else do you help your clients?
Oof, how else? It's really, I think, listening to them and helping them hear what they're saying.
Yeah, nice.
Um, yes.
Because we don't realize the subconscious in our stories. And
Mhm.
I think.
And when there's an outer source that helps you realize that afterwards, I think once that awakens in you, you'll just keep listening to yourself. You know, whatever you say, whatever you do, also whatever is going on inside. Yeah, it's all about, again, the awareness and consciousness rising.
Yeah, love it. Thank you. How can people find you?
So my website,
Yes.
selfempowermentnow.com,
Did you hear that? Selfempowermentnow.com.
and then all the other information is there.
Wonderful. Shark, such a treat.
Thank you, Nicola. Thank
Such
you
a
so
blessing.
much.
Thank you. I'm glad we met.
Likewise.
Lots of love, you guys. Thanks for tuning in.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh my gosh.
What do you think?